Yeah, I know. It's when we go, oh, boom, and we're on the wrong screen.
Well, that doesn't matter. They like the dragon.
I know. A Gonzo.
That's what they want to see anyway.
You're not wrong.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Reaper Land. Since Dave is not here, I have to say what Dave says. So he calls it Reaper Land.
Reaper 5, Bones 5 Live.
Bones 5 Live.
That's what we are. Bones 5 Live.
It rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah,
It's
Bones
really
5
good to
Live.
say. John Overton here. I'm in charge of casting here at Reaper. Everybody knows this guy.
Ron Hawkins, just whatever. You know.
Run for president.
We all, yeah.
Ask all the questions since you're here. People are going to ask you.
Everybody just wants to wear, everybody wears different hats on different days. So, so hello and thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for spending your afternoon watching us. It's amazing.
Yeah, today's Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah.
I lose track
Today's
of days
Wednesday.
now.
Yep. Yeah, no kidding.
so-
the time is just melting by.
A lot of updates today.
Don't mind me. I'm dropping
Bath.
graphics in.
Oh, yeah. We're changing the graphics. I know the graphics are a little changed. Justin's going to fix those here in a second while we're talking.
Justin and Collins in the background.
I saw Dave in chat. Dave, aren't you supposed to be at a doctor's
Dave's
appointment?
watching.
A lot of people. Holly Monster. I know Gray Paladin hosted us earlier. DM Bayou Tiger. Everybody's here. So
The old gang, huh?
everybody,
Hello,
I see a lot of
everybody.
people the same time, same day. Everybody. So
Cool. Well, you've been having all the fun in the afternoons.
I know.
I've been chained to my desk, slaving away.
Yeah, I make molds all morning, and I'm working on the new release right now for holiday stuff. And so after lunch, it comes around. Reaper Live is coming up. I get really excited.
Hey, later today, let's talk about the 12 Days of Reaper promotion.
Oh, today?
And yeah, later today.
Yeah.
And then we can maybe give them a little tease of the 4 new figures that are going to be in the 12 Days of Reaper this year.
12 days.
Well, we already teased that on Reaper Live at one point, but they're kind of cool. Have you seen them yet?
I made a couple of the molds for them. I believe one is some kind of cat.
Yeah.
Yes. I made that mold this morning. So, how did I get into casting? I just happened to be in the store at the right time at the right place. Brian, my old boss who used to work here, I just happened to be sitting in the store, and he came in and he said, "Hey, you want a job?" I said, "Yep."
Oh, wow.
So, well, I put in an application 2 days before that. He was gone to Gen Con, I believe, and they had somebody quit while he was gone. And then when he came back, they needed somebody right away, and I just happened to be sitting right in front of him.
Who would quit? Who would quit this
yeah,
place?
who would quit? You know, things happen. Life happens. So sometimes people graduate or all that stuff. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. We have some updates for you guys today. There's a few new models to show, but, you know, I know a lot of people cycle in through the Twitch chat and stuff, so a lot of people are at work, so they can tune in whenever they can if they're at lunch and stuff like that.
Well, first of all, how far are we from the next stretch goal? 11,000? No, 10,425.
A few backers away. That's a good quote.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just a few backers away. So yeah, 13,600. Is that right? 13,692.
Yes.
So we're closing on 14,000. I thought we were closer to 14,000 than that. Maybe I'm high.
Maybe the 9 threw you off.
I guess so.
But it is crazy watching the numbers go up because I believe when we started on Monday, we only had like 12 or 11,000 backers. So that's like almost 2,000.
Yeah, it's grown really, really fast. So it's amazing. Thanks to all you guys for sharing us and promoting us and pushing us out there. You know, the Bones 5 campaign's it's growing really strong, and you know, without y'all's help, you know, we couldn't do this. So really appreciate all y'all's input.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out all day as well. I love seeing everybody come in every day. I know a lot of people will say that it kind of helps the work day go by.
Yeah, something to kind of do.
Also, hi to everybody on YouTube. I'm gonna start saying that at the beginning because I know a lot of people watch later on. So if they
Be
can't
inclusive,
catch it live,
John. Be inclusive.
I know.
Hi, YouTubers. See,
Yeah.
I'm my first show here doing this, and I'm already saying hi,
Yeah.
YouTube.
Hi YouTube. So I know a lot of people watch it afterwards, like if they're preparing dinner for their kids and stuff at night. So yeah, hey. And I've been trying to do my best to put in the comments of those videos what the video was about with timestamps. So I know a lot of people don't want to watch an hour and 20-minute video, and they only want to see the mammoth.
Who would want to watch that?
I know. Some people, man, you don't know. So we have a bunch of stuff to talk about. Since Ron's here, we can ask some hard-hitting questions.
We can do that. We can also just sort of review where we are right now. So we just unlocked the Storm Giant last night.
In the middle of the night,
waited.
At the end?
No,
yesterday,
it was like 6 o'clock.
Right at the end of the day of work.
Yeah. So before I was waiting for him to, I was waiting for the to hit that goal.
Before you went home?
Before I went home, yes.
Yeah.
So I finally clicked it and did that.
So I've seen a lot of people.
I had some really last-minute shuffling to do before we did that to get the next stretch goal ready. So there's a lot of shuffling going on, just to sort of just kind of keep things moving. So we're at the Storm Giant. We're about to hit the encounter, the Spiders of Imerith Cole.
Yeah, we showed that off yesterday. If anybody wasn't here yesterday, I might show it off later. I know Ron's gonna be a busy man. I'll try to take a picture of it and put it on the Facebook page and all that stuff. Or later on, maybe we can put it on the Kickstarter update page.
Sure.
Or we might want to wait until we get the actual render of it instead of the green, just to show people what it actually will look like, I guess. Who knows? But yeah, Spider Encounter is cool. Nikki Coles.
Hey, Dr. Bob 7815, looking at the Kickstarter map, so the progression of the escape from Pizza Dungeon, is it the dice thief we are following or the 4 dice from the apocalypse that are chasing him? Or are we watching the party as they play through Sophie's game? So the story is, they're playing their game. The Phantom of Pizza Dungeon comes in and steals Sophie's lucky dice, right? And so she's like, I cannot play this game without my dice. And so they go chasing after the Phantom to get her dice back. And they bust into the kitchen, and then the animatronic creatures come out. So what's going to happen in the upcoming stories is they're going to track down the Phantom and sort of having an adventure. And they're going to, hopefully get Sophie's dice back. That's sort of the goal. And then they're going to unmask the Phantom to see who it is under the mask.
Kind of Scooby-Doo it?
Who?
Oh, sorry.
So, yeah. So it's kind of, that's kind of the story.
Okay.
So, the map is just sort of it's just a tracking device. We thought we would do something different this time. It doesn't really follow the story per se, but you know what? You got options.
Yeah, we do different maps every year. So I remember like in 2 and 3, I think it was the graveyard. Was 3 the graveyard or 2 the graveyard?
Well, number 1 was the graveyard. Number 2 was the board game. Number 3 was the 8-bit pixelated video game, and then last year was the Fat Dragon Dungeon tiles we used, which was indoor and outdoor. Yeah. This year is just all an overland map.
Yeah, and they've all been great.
So, and maybe dice for the core set. If we find Sophie's Lucky Dice, maybe every core set will get a set of Sophie's Lucky Dice.
Oh wow, that'll be a cool thing. Sophie's Lucky Dice.
Yes, Sophie's Lucky Dice. Unique set of dice.
Unique set.
Look for an announcement soon.
So I know I've seen a lot of people have been asking about the images, like the $12 option images and things like that, and people are asking about Surf 4 scale. I know that you said that you're working on slowly adding in those pictures.
So some of the digital renders, it's hard to put Surf 4 scale in there because he wasn't digital. He's a physical model. So I try to, and when I can, try to scale him to the model, just inserting him and trying to take a good guess at it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
It just takes time. He's doing a lot of other stuff as well. So
there's still day-to-day stuff going on as well. So
yeah, we're busy over here. Luckily, I get to do this every day to kind of communicate with you guys, and after this, I got to go back to work and still do some stuff. So
yeah. So
sounds like we need a digital resculpt of Surf 4 scale.
I know. So what?
Will there be more siege weapons? People are asking.
There is one more siege weapon that we haven't revealed yet. And there was another one that I would like to do. Chris, I'll tell you a secret. Chris Lewis actually sculpted these siege weapons for Bones 4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then ran out of time?
Didn't make it. Yeah, just ran out of time. And then we weren't able to put it into the pledge. It was just a long story, so we didn't get that done. And so we're thinking that we thought, well, hell, these are cool. Let's put these in Bones 5.
Yeah.
So there you go.
There you go.
But there's one that he didn't do. When I saw someone suggest, I was like, what an obvious idea. Maybe Redacted has the right idea.
Oh.
I was like, we should totally do that.
Because I know there's also some more encounters coming up. I believe you teased at some new encounters.
Yes.
Currently, we are working towards the next encounter, which we're still about the same. Is it updating, Justin? It hasn't moved at all. The pledge stuff. So we're about, roughly 5K away? 10K away? Is that right?
Yeah, it looks like it's
still the same, huh?
Yeah, so we're about 10K away and to get to the next encounter. The first encounter I really love.
Dr. Bob Grand. Yes.
The goats, the billy goats, and the trolls I really love.
Did you see the nest?
I did. You showed me.
And it's hard to tell in the graphic, but there's a little baby troll cracking out of his egg.
Yeah.
It's
I mentioned it yesterday on stream, and people were saying that it wasn't updated, but I went and looked yesterday after stream, and it is. So it's right. It's in the same section, in the option section. It's right below the main troll. So
Yeah,
right below him.
you can't really tell, but trust me, it's stupid cute.
Yeah, there's a little troll hatching out of an egg.
Yeah, you can see his little head popping out.
The nest is great.
Yeah, the nest is very cute. So there's that. There is the Spiders of Mammoth Cull is the most recent one.
And then we have a few more coming.
Yeah, there's a few more planned. I know Bob Rodolfi, I talked to him last week. He's working on one right now, which sounds super cool. And I know that Tom Mason was working on one. And let's see, Gene Van Horn is supposed to try to get to one. And Weeby, man, wait till you see Weebies. It's going to blow you away.
Ron's master of teasing over here.
It is. It's super cool.
So keep in mind that all these models are still not completely done yet. So
Right.
So even sometimes when we get later on to the Kickstarter, there'll be some just concept art up there.
You will see concept art. You will see some works in progress. I know, for example, I was working on. Never mind. I'm sorry. I can't say.
This Kickstarter, I believe, is probably the most that we've had sculpted. I saw some comments on the Facebook page or the Kickstarter page about how we've had a lot of stuff sculpted already for this Kickstarter, and especially having stuff printed.
I thought we were really, really well prepared to really be ahead of everything, and then day one exploded, and then so much. Yes, green users. Yes, Bob and Julie, you should be working.
Yeah.
Sculpt on your encounter faster. Julie's working on 2 special things that people have been requesting like crazy. And
this Kickstarter?
Yeah. And so Julie sent me a picture last night of 2 of those things she's been working on. I think people are going to lose their minds when they see them.
Nice. I'm excited. I know a lot of the sculptors watch, so.
Ed Rajai?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Edra.
The spider
I
encounter.
can only say Edra.
Okay, we'll just do that.
Yeah.
The spider encounter mentions 2 husks besides the 2 victims. Is the one that is hanging from the terrain one of those husks? I can only find one of the husks hanging. No. The one hanging is what I would call the fresh victim, right? And then there's 2 more fresh victims that were really tightly wound. And they're on. These are all loose. You can put them where you want to.
Yep.
And then the husks are the victims that have sort of desiccated and dried up.
Yeah.
You get 2 of those.
So it's really cool with these encounters is that you can just use the things as they are.
It doesn't count the one hanging.
Yeah.
They technically get 3 victims. We're not doing a flump. Sorry.
Polef.
There.
This is a good time to bring this up. I've seen a lot of people in the Kickstarter comments saying we need more core set unlocks, and I know we did a bunch of them in the first couple of days.
We ate them up. Yeah, we did. We ate them up.
So I know we've been saying that there's more coming, and there definitely is more coming. Like I would say a lot.
I mean, so unfortunately, the way we structured it, all those core set reveals came very, very early. Had we structured it differently, for example, we'd be on the Kid Heroes 2 right now.
Yeah.
That's what would be the latest reveal, and all these other reveals that we've shown you. You just got it. Basically, you got a lot of it shown up front.
Yeah.
The majority was just shown up front, and there are several more reveals, to go, but we have to spread it out over 24 more days.
Yeah, 24 more days.
So I know it's going to seem like they're few and far between, but with 120, how many figures in the course already?
I think there was, last I checked, 124, 122.
Yeah, 120 some odd figures in there already.
Redacted's in chat. Redacted will tell us.
There's more.
So.
There's more coming.
He'll tell us in a second.
Yeah.
He normally updates chat with what's the all-in and all that stuff. And I told 127, he says. So 127 is the current total.
Yeah.
Thanks, Redacted. Man, Redacted's so awesome.
The course, it gets to a point where if it gets too many figures, we start to lose money effectively.
Yeah.
That it's not, you can't do it. So once it hits a saturation point, you got to stop.
Yeah, and is there a possibility of adding more stuff into the expansions? Or is the expansions locked? They're locked down.
The expansions are locked.
Okay.
Now, it's possible that if there's, for example, if we do for example, like a fan favorites expansion, like we did with Bones 4.
Yeah.
If we did a fan favorites expansion, if in the outside possibility, if there is a figure or 2 that did not make it into one of the Greek expansions or the Dungeon Lore expansion, they may fall into that fan favorites expansion.
Okay.
So
that's kind of like I wouldn't say it's a catch-all, but it's like a open thing. Anything can go in here. It doesn't have a theme, essentially.
Yeah.
Like Daimyo.
It's a kind of a core set, kind of.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of everything.
That's a good idea.
Thanks for the sub, Higzilla.
Yeah, thanks, Higzilla.
I didn't see it. Thanks, Hig.
Someone said that Ed mentioned on one of the previous Reaper Lives that 140 is the target for core set models. Kind of in that range.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw
Maggot
some-
Crown Ogre, Dr. Bob is a good example of one of those pieces.
I saw a lot of people saying I helped some people on the Kickstarter comments earlier look for some. They said that they saw a big kaiju beastie looking thing, the Godzilla-ish, like it's a big beastie, a big monster.
I never heard of it. Never heard of that.
And you showed it off on episode 49, and it was 56.
Oh my gosh.
It was 56 minutes into the video. I found
Wow.
it.
Okay, it's precise.
So if you go to the forums, a lot of people took screenshots of there and put them on the forums, and I might take a screenshot and put it on the Facebook page. It's just the big badgery looking thing that you guys showed off. It was a while ago. It was it was the episode before Bones launch.
Badgery?
Yeah, he has kind of chubby cheeks. He's really big, long, tall, big guy. I'll show you later.
Okay.
But
All right.
maybe Justin still has the graphic. We can find the graphic.
For which one is this again?
It was in episode 49. I don't know the name of the piece. But
Was
it
it
was
the
showed off.
weaving kaiju?
Yes, it was huge, big. I think it was big. It was the same time you showed off the dinosaurs.
The
The Stegosaurus barbarian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was in that same episode. I don't know if he'll find it, but he can look.
Man,
This isn't the thing with antlers, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's the
No,
gold
that's the
dragon.
Asian
Or
dragon.
that's the
that's
long.
Gold Dragon. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
just
the
want to
big
make sure we're on
dragon.
the same page.
Right.
It wasn't me, Ron says. Wasn't me.
So.
Yeah.
So yeah, more stuff coming for the core set, and if you guys get on the chat or if you're in other social media and people say, "What's still the core set?" There's more stuff coming.
Yeah. It's still plenty bang for your buck. It's still a great deal. 127 models. That's like 96 cents a mini or something.
And that'll
like
go,
that.
and that'll go down.
Yeah, it'll
That'll
go down.
That'll really go down.
Speaking of the core set, I've seen a lot of people talk about being able to break it up like we did in Bones 4. We will break it up. We just have to wait until the Kickstarter's over and we see what is in the core set since it's not complete yet.
It'll probably be the last week.
The last week.
Yeah. So at that point, we have an idea better of the course will be almost finished, being full, and at that point we can sort of divide it into themed groups,
little
themed
groups.
groups, sort of. Yeah.
Like villagers or, I don't know. Can't think of any names right now, but,
Or
heroes. Or,
rock guys and dinosaur
yeah.
men. We don't know. We'll figure out
Boulderkin,
something.
Things like that,
Yeah, we'll figure out something. And you can, I know the zombie giant's been a popular one. People have been asking about that. I want the
Yes.
zombie giant by itself.
So that will be things. So if you see people commenting on things like that, just remind them that yes, it will be broken up, but just wait until the final weekish before they can figure out what they want. That's a good example now to talk about the pledge manager. Since we have Ron here, he could explain it a lot more.
So the pledge manager is now active. Sorry, when we put up the update, it said you had to log in. You don't have to log in. It's just a calculator. You don't need. It's not going to save your information. So you can ignore that part. That was just sort of unfortunately holdover text. But it's just a calculator. It's going to let you. It's going to help you calculate what you need to pledge, right?
Yeah.
So you go over there, add it all up, click what you want, and then it'll give you a number. You go back to Kickstarter and put that number in, and that's how you do it.
Yeah.
It is not calculating shipping at this time.
Yes.
It's not calculating VAT if you're living in Europe, overseas. John adds for the all-in-one button. And, and,
That was you guys. That was chat.
And Kit and Rob over in the UK got that done.
Yeah, I think you got it.
So right now it's a good. I know that some of the models aren't showing up. The Shavinra was the one that I got access to the pledge manager to add these things, and so I started getting in there, and I broke something. So I got to get Kit to fix it. So that's why Shavinra's in there. It's not really my fault, but I'll take the blame.
Thanks, Reaper Harley. Oh, I know who that is.
Yes.
I was like, that name sounds familiar. Thank you so much.
So we'll get it updated. I'll get a hold of Kit and tell him to fix that. Because
So, like you said, if you want all the dragons, you just go in there and you say, I want this dragon, I want this dragon, and I want this dragon. It'll show you the number at the top. You come back to the Kickstarter and you put that much money in.
Yep.
And then once the pledge manager goes live, we'll put your address, you'll log in, and it'll calculate shipping costs and all that stuff for you. So that's everything will be done. And it normally stays up for about a year-ish after the Kickstarter, roughly.
Yeah, as soon as we can get the I lost my
Ed says it's whenever we get the shipping stuff, when everything is starting to wrap up and
yeah,
we're
things
about
are
to get
final.
shipping.
Yeah.
That's when we close it. So, Redacted, how much is the all-in? He likes to tell us the all-in. So
Yeah.
they keep track of all that.
Okay.
I love it when people post the graphs and comparing all the other Kickstarters. It's really cool information to see about how many backers we're gaining.
so.
Yeah, that's it. That'd be really cool to show people.
Do we have this printed?
No.
Not that one.
Yeah, not that.
We had a prototype of it printed, then we got rid of it.
Oh, for
Correct.
Bones 5? Or for the ReaperCon?
Yes.
ReaperCon, yeah.
Yeah, there's so many things. So
I think that's the.
Redacted says there's $478 unlocked, and there's $504 revealed. So
Okay.
so right now it's at 478 is the all in.
Okay.
If anybody's curious.
And then soon we'll hit and so we've got the Storm Giants unlocked. Oh, that's already in there. It's just Shavindra, I believe.
Yeah, Shavindra is the only one that's not in the
Shavindra's
pledge
the only
manager. She will be coming. Don't worry.
Yeah, she's coming. She's coming.
We're doing everything as best we can. We still have 24 days left. Everything's going pretty smoothly so far.
Yep.
This is the Kickstarter. I'm gonna be honest. In the past, I've just been a normal employee, and the normal employees, we just kind of look at the Kickstarter like, oh wow, look at the numbers. But this time, I'm actually kind of involved, and it's really interesting.
All right. Question: do we have to add? This is from Ed Rajai. Do we have to add? Do we have to add the VAT and shipping costs to our pledge? Well, that's what it says.
Yeah.
To our pledge on Kickstarter too, will that be paid later on separately? Either way, it's however you want to do it. You can either add it through Kickstarter or you can add it through the pledge manager. But unfortunately, before the things ship or you finalize your order, it will have to be added one way or the other. So whether you want to add it to the Kickstarter, it may unlock some more stretch goals.
Yeah.
And even a little bit that, even if you're adding stuff for shipping it still adds to the total of that.
So the amount that you have pledged right now on your Kickstarter, it will be charged on November 2nd at, I can't remember the time. I think it's 5 or 6. Is there a specific time? I remember it showing 5.
501.
501 CST? Central Time?
CST.
So on November 2nd is when your card will be charged. And then after the Kickstarter closes and you're going through the pledge manager, say you wanted one of the dragons for $14, you'll just say $14 and then it'll take it out of your card and then it's in your cart. It's in your box.
Yeah, you can keep adding stuff. You can keep adding and adding. But once you finalize your order and you check out and you're done, you can't go back and modify your order at that point.
Yes.
It's done. That order is basically pretend it's been shipped off. We cannot recall it. So you can make another order. And I believe there's somebody smarter than me is going to figure this out. I think there's a way where they will combine the orders and you won't pay double shipping. So.
And somebody said, I saw Neuro, about a year-ish Neuro. Somebody just asked the same question I just, he probably just joined the chat right when I was explaining it.
Thank you for the bits.
So thanks for the bits. So a lot of the times I've noticed doing this show every day is that constantly there's new people cycling through. So sometimes I get asked a question that you just answered. Luckily there's people in chat that can help us answer and stuff. So I thank you guys so much. But yeah. Same thing that happens a lot. So that's why we repeat ourselves a lot. I'm sorry for people that are here every day.
Yes.
But it's important for people to know all the information.
Paul, if that's correct, you can do more orders. Yes, you can always order more stuff. Until we close it, you're good to go.
Speaking of November 2nd, we're having a party here.
Real quick, back into the pledge manager. There was mention of PayPal being an option to use after the Kickstarter. So yeah, I believe the pledge manager will take PayPal.
So right now it only takes cards, and then
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter
takes only credit cards. The pledge manager will take PayPal.
Yeah, whenever the Kickstarter campaign ends and we go through the pledge manager, then you can use your PayPal account.
Yep.
And actually, Ratmaster, I believe, sent me an email about a workaround for using PayPal with the current Kickstarter.
Oh, really?
It seems fairly complicated. I didn't really read into it. If you guys want to know, I think he posted it somewhere or something. Ratmaster is your guy.
Okay.
Higzilla, we did in the past. We offered people to come pick them up at the actual Reaper factory, but we stopped doing that during Bones 4 because it created a lot of complications with people coming and taking their stuff, and we had to make sure that it was out of the system and we couldn't duplicate it.
Actually, it goes back further than Bones 4. It's Bones 2. Because Bones 1 was...
Is that when we stopped doing it?
Yeah, it was kind of a mess. Because the order system, the way it works, it doesn't work where we just have a stack of paper and we look you up alphabetically or by number. It doesn't work like that. So we can't just pull an order and do that.
Ratmaster said just get a PayPal debit card.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
so whatever that entails.
Also, that's important to talk about the waves. A lot of people I saw talking about the waves. So the time between when wave 1 and wave question mark, whatever we end at, ships, it's it doesn't take very long. There's a couple of days between each wave, so it's not going to take that long for the order. So if you're in wave 19 and you're in wave 1, everybody's going to get their stuff around about the same time.
Yeah, don't sweat it.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. So we started doing the waves because in Bones 1 we didn't do waves. So we said, hey, guess what? We're shipping. We got all of our stuff. And then everybody started emailing us, where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? So we did waves so you guys can track. Oh, I'm in wave 4 and they're in wave 3. I know where I'm at.
Dan Goodjob drove all the way from Canada. All the way from Canada to get his Bones 1.
Wow. Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, Dan.
I've seen you post on Facebook.
Dan was a super backer for Bones 1.
Oh, yeah?
He was
I see that super backer on the thing. How do you get that? How do you get super backer on the Kickstarter page?
I just meant he's a super backer for Reaper in general.
Oh, in general, I've seen it on the.
I guess you have to
comments.
back so many Kickstarters. I'm not really sure.
Man, how long is the drive of that from Canada to Texas? You think?
About 16.
What?
Yeah.
That's pretty.
It's not 16.
It's not 16.
How long do
can
you
get to
want it to be,
Colorado.
John? How long do you want it to be?
Take a road trip. Corporea. Hey Ron, can I paint this?
You'll have to get in line behind Proctor and Ann. Aaron.
Oh yeah, so I was saying we're having a Reaper Facebook party, or the Bones 5 finishing party is on November 2nd.
Bones 5 Kickstarter countdown party.
There you go, countdown party. I guess that's what it is. A finishing party. It's going to be on November 2nd from noon to 6. We're going to have balloon twisters, raffles. We have arcades. Some of the sculptors will be there to show off some of the stuff that they're sculpting.
Currently, our scheduled guests are Bobby Jackson, Gene Van Horn, Jason Wiebe, Bob Rodolphe, Julie Guthrie, Rhonda Bender, Michael Proctor, Jen Greenwald, Christine Van Patten.
Okay.
Who did I forget? Izzy Collier, Kevin Williams, Daryl Roberts.
Okay, I'm trying to write it down so I can repeat it in the future.
It's the usual crew.
Yeah. Awesome. So, yeah, they'll be here showing off Bones 5 stuff.
Bobby Jackson.
They'll be...
We do have Defender. Adrian ordered Defender
yeah.
today.
That's right.
And Defender is going to be on the premises.
I remember a lot of the employees, like me and Justin, actually, we stayed up here until like 9:30 at night playing pinball.
Oh, we did the Metallica
after the
pinball
party,
game
so.
specifically.
This year we have AC/DC. I believe Adrian was only able to get AC/DC and the
What?
Batman pinball.
Oh, okay.
machines.
What?
So at least you got 2 games.
We
That's
didn't
fine.
get the
2 pinballs.
Metallica pinball again?
No.
Nah.
I'm disappointed.
But
Yeah,
there's
and
going to
we-
be a raffle. So there's going to normally, I think last year.
Well, John, it's really not a raffle. It's a giveaway.
Oh, yes, but
Yeah,
I
no.
mean, how are we going to
Yeah,
determine who gets
prize
it?
drawings.
Nomenclature is
drawings.
important,
That
John.
is a raffle.
Raffles are illegal.
You have to pay for a raffle.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
We don't make you pay for anything. We just want you to come in and
Yeah.
we'll give you free
Oh.
stuff.
Just
Really?
hang out. We'll give you free stuff.
stuff.
I didn't know
Enjoy
that was
whatever it is
Yeah.
we're doing.
thing.
Play some games.
I
Get
guess
to meet
terminology
everybody.
is important.
Words
Yeah.
are important,
Oh,
John.
it's especially
Words are
important on
important.
Twitch,
In my
as
head,
I found out.
that sounds like a raffle to me.
So on Twitch, it's especially important.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So
Giveaway. Good. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it'll be a fun time.
Awesome. Yeah, a giveaway for a lot of the Bones 5 prints that we, because I know we did Bones 4 prints too, right?
Don't say that, John.
Okay. See?
But I think what I'd like to do, what I think would be fun, is we give away Pizza Dungeon T-shirts.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got
I
a
mean-
Pizza Dungeon T-shirt?
I do have one. I have 2 of them actually.
Would you like a pink one?
Oh, I would like any ones you were willing to give me
So, words do mean things.
in my giveaway.
So, I think Adrian's planning on a little, not a goodie bag, but a little prize pack for people who show up.
Mhm. I'm working with her on that. She asked me to come up with some stuff.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because
Yeah.
I do a lot of escape rooms, so she asked me to write a bunch of things for her. So keep that in mind. But that is on November 2nd. So
Achilles Blade, you're right. You're absolutely right.
are we gonna have White Russians there? Because that sounds amazing.
Not there.
so just look it up on
Just
Facebook.
at my house tonight.
It'll be Bones 5 Escape from Pizza Dungeon Countdown Party. It's
Wait,
in there.
did you
It's
say-
it's in the events on the Facebook page?
Did you say after party at your house?
No,
Rob?
I did not
For
say that.
everybody.
I don't
What's your
know.
address again? Unrelated.
We're not having White Russians.
Door prizes.
Only.
So yeah, that's going to be a
Hey,
blast.
Christine.
I think there's going to be. There was word of streaming during it. Is there going to be
Yeah,
some kind
yeah,
of stream,
hell
like some
yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
live?
It's gonna be a
Reaper
party. We're gonna have
Yeah.
music and arcades and
Pizza?
and free pizza and prizes and maybe a special metal miniature for people who show up.
Oh, I did
Now
hear
look,
about
if
this.
you can't make it, we're not gonna just bogart the free.
Yeah.
We'll make it available. But if you show up to ReaperCon, if you show up to the Kickstarter countdown party, you may get this for free.
Actually, you know what? We're gonna stream it. So if you can't be at the party, we're still gonna give stuff away online.
Yeah.
So don't.
There you go, fantastic. So we're gonna do dual giveaways.
We do dual get like we did at ReaperCon.
like we did at ReaperCon.
Yeah.
So online prizes and present to be
Yeah,
present.
so don't feel bad if you can't make it. You'll still be able to watch live and then still get some stuff through there, through the giveaway.
Rhonda, yes, cake. We will have
Cake.
cake or some sort of dessert.
Adrian
thing.
loves to do cake, so.
Actually, she hates doing cake.
Oh, really? I feel like every
Because
party
she
we have
doesn't
is
want
cake.
to. She doesn't want to cut the cake.
Oh, okay.
But she loves the cake.
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll do have some sort of cupcakes or something. I don't know.
So.
We'll have a bowl of grapes. I don't know.
So how much we got? About what's the next unlock? So 10K. We're about
Less than 10. Yeah.
9.8.
Rat Mastery actually is a good good.
So will the Pizza
question here.
Dungeon be like the Retro Pizza Arcade when you open it in Denton?
Hope so.
Do we plan on actually like creating an ambiance, or is it just going to be like a little cafe?
Well, I mean, it's up to Ed and Dave, but you know,
We
From
should
what I
definitely
hear,
do
it
that.
sounds
I think
like
it'd be
there's
so
big
cool.
plans.
That would be
so cool to
insanely
make it very 80s retro with
Yes.
video games and pizza. It'd be
Yep.
awesome.
They want big neon signs, and there's a lot of plans. So we'll keep you
Nearsighted,
updated.
nearsighted giraffe. You can come on over to Texas. It's not that far from Australia.
There was a guy that got packaged today. He's been QC this week. I don't know when he goes live. I don't know if we can talk about it. It's a
Oh
special
yeah,
figure.
sure. We can talk about that. I mean, so at ReaperCon we had the Merkel or the Wraith King figure as a resin limited figure for ReaperCon. Well, we only got 175 made for ReaperCon. It sold out like that.
Yeah.
So Trenchworks, they finished up the order and they sent us another 175, and so we got those in last week. And David down at the packaging crew packaged those today, and we're going to turn those online. There's only 175, not even that many. After we had to do some QCing, but there's only a handful, and we'll turn them on. And once they're gone, they're gone. We're not going to make any more.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's not put together. But
That's all
yeah,
right.
how many are going to be live?
About 150 to 175,
Okay.
somewhere in that range.
So a lot of people who couldn't get them during ReaperCon, you guys can.
Yeah,
F5
and
on
it's we may have to limit the amount that you can purchase.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying when. Did you say when?
We'll announce when tomorrow night on Reaper Live.
Okay. So we want to do it as fair as possible, because some people won't be
I mean,
awake
you know,
or anything like
yeah.
that.
I mean, and maybe we'll hold a few back to give away on Reaper Live.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. That's
that.
a great idea. I have one it was a rejected piece. His scales are broken and he has like a hole in him. So I'm resculpting his scales and stuff. So that's gonna be mine. So instead of just
Sig
reusing
Wolf, Wraith King, and B5. Oh,
maybe
maybe.
we'll see. So like I said, stay tuned to all of the.
Twisted Doma.
Kickstarter
How do we
updates.
RSVP for the party? Go to the Facebook event page and click ongoing.
In the Bones 5 Escape from Pizza Dungeon, it's in the events page on that side. So
Right.
if you
Dr.
if you look
Bob
for it,
said,
you'll
when
find
speaking of limited editions, will older Reaper consoles always be coming?
Oh.
Maybe.
it. Maybe.
All I
Ron.
know, what? So, what if you had to just pick a random date out of the air, John, to say when these things would go live? What would you say? Just randomly pick a date.
Maybe some kind of Friday
Maybe a Friday of some sort.
that it has a color associated with it.
Red Friday.
Red Friday,
What is that?
Cyber Friday.
Black Friday, maybe.
Black Friday?
Uh-oh.
Oh, so I know a lot of people are collectors of Sophies. So especially
Yeah.
if they couldn't come to past ReaperCons.
Hey, Ron, remember 2 years ago when this department first started and I came to you and I was like, hey, we should do a Black Friday promotion? You're like, what are we going to do? And then we shot that little video. That's still on our YouTube. You guys should go watch that and laugh at it because Ron's adorable.
Yeah, so stay tuned for the Black Friday.
Yeah, we'll make an announcement about
Yeah.
that. And yeah, so if you like Sophie, you'll like Black Friday this year.
So stay tuned also later on today. I don't know what time, soon, for the social media mini and all that stuff, right?
What is
that
today?
Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday. Okay.
Yes.
Wasn't there supposed to be some kind of news that's going on tomorrow?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, tomorrow's
There's
episode.
a
Huge.
very, very, very special episode of Reaper Live
It's not that special.
tomorrow at 6. It's special because Dave's going to be
special.
on.
I'm
He's
kidding.
bringing his tax
I'm
book.
kidding. What?
Dave. He's bringing his tax book. That's why it's special.
No, he's not.
If he's still watching. But tomorrow at 6 p.m. CST, Reaper Live will be live with Dave and Ron.
Me and Dave.
Brother Dave, not ordained.
Not a preacher.
Not a preacher.
And tomorrow, yes, like John said, and Colin said, big announcement.
Big announcement.
Big announcement
It's very
tomorrow.
special. So you guys don't want to mix it. Miss
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, don't mix it.
Yeah, don't mix it up.
So real quick, let's talk about the social media
Okay.
surprise.
Yes,
You
let's do
showed
that.
the Grag Elf Slayer mini yesterday.
Yeah. You still have it?
Yeah, actually. That's a good
So
one.
what we're gonna do is we're announcing it today, but I don't think we're actually going to make it go up live until maybe tomorrow. We'll announce it. We'll let you guys know.
Yeah, just
so
stay
here's
tuned to the Kickstarter update and all that stuff.
so here's what we're gonna do. Oh, there he is. There's old Greg right there.
Yeah, old Greg.
He's a stud. He's awesome. That guy's fantastic. So what we're going to do, we're going to add this to the core set if we can hit a social media goal of 5,000
5,000.
shares on Facebook, retweets on Twitter, and repost, not repost,
Yeah. kinda-
Instagram post with a
Insta-
hashtag.
Yeah.
You got to make sure you hashtag it Bones5Grag. Grag with 2 G's at the end.
And we've thrown in follows and subs on Twitch.
Okay.
So if you don't like any of those social media platforms,
Right. If you're not into that,
tune into Twitch.
Yeah.
Feel free. I will retroactively grab them and all that stuff.
it's 5,000 total.
So all of those combined.
All that stuff combined. And as soon as we hit that total, there you go. There's the hashtag right there.
Bones5Greg. Yeah.
As soon as you hit that total, we will add Greg to the core set.
So stay tuned. Look out for that post on the Kickstarter update page on all of our social medias. You'll see all the posts, and that's the post that you need to share and hashtag.
we will. We'll put a post up on Facebook. We'll tweet it. We'll put it on Instagram, and then here on Twitch, Justin will do something.
Yeah. And this piece
All
will be
right.
added to the core set if that goal gets reached. Correct?
Yeah, we got to reach that. We got to hit 5,000.
Yeah.
So, basically what we're trying to do is just share this so that some other people out there who
Yeah.
are on the fence can finally jump into the
Yeah.
Bones
Share it with
5
all your
Kickstarter.
friends, all your gaming groups, everybody that goes to your local game store, your mom.
Maybe 5,000 wasn't high enough, John.
Maybe. I don't know. A lot of people said challenge accepted.
Ron, you're about to learn a lesson I've learned with Twitch multiple times already. You set goals and they will demolish them.
So, I mean, in the past, it's been we've had to up it
Really?
every time. So
Well, look. Hey, look. What we're just talking here, right?
yeah,
Among
yeah.
friends. 5,000. Maybe
it's not
it should
out
be-
yet.
How about 6,000? No.
What?
Now we're talking.
5,001.
Well, yeah. I mean, Nomad Zeke, but I mean,
We didn't expect that.
we didn't know. I mean, there's 14,000 people into this thing so far. But
Yeah.
are all you guys gonna? Are all these backers gonna be on social media?
Yeah,
They're
some
all gonna
people are
be-
like, oh, I don't have Facebook or I don't have an Instagram.
I don't do social media. So.
Yeah. So, and there's
Well,
still
then,
going to be.
You know what? If we hit it, then maybe we'll have to do another social media challenge
Oh,
next.
that's a good idea.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Also, we're really close to the 15,000 mini. So once we get to 15,000 backers, there will be another mini. Yeah, Ron's stressing out about it.
I think we know what we're gonna do.
Yes.
I think I've talked to Dave and Ed, and I think I know what we're gonna do.
Is it a Titan?
It's not a
No,
Titan.
it's not a Titan.
It's
It is a 5mm scale Titan. Yes.
a baby Titan.
Yeah. Swillow. Then you
Yeah.
just retweet it on Twitter.
And we'll be able to keep track of all that stuff, especially if you have to share the post that it is. The one that we post is the one that you have to share, so we can calculate it
Make
all.
sure that hashtag gets used.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Rainbow Sculptor. You just hang on. Rainbow
No,
Sculptor.
Shidori.
We've got stuff for you.
Shidohari.
We don't need. We've got it planned. We know what we're doing. I need you to do that other thing we talked about
Yeah.
today. Those other things we talked about
A
today.
Titan cabbage, somebody says.
Titan cabbage.
Oh, I actually watched the episode where the cabbage got joked about and where it started. Reaper Live, episode 50. So I've been doing a lot of research. I've been
You
doing
sure
a lot of
have.
research. So, like I said, I don't want to get stuff wrong. That's why I'm glad I have Ron here, so I don't mess up and get stuff wrong.
Yes, Gandalf, it will.
I've been going around asking everybody in the office, can I talk about this? What do I say when I say this? I just don't want to say things that are wrong. Like this raffle thing. I didn't-
Achilles Blade. How about a $5 million goal for a 3-headed giant of Ed, Ron, and Brother Dave, please?
5 million goal.
Who wants that?
A non-zero number of people
Well,
around.
non-zero doesn't mean anything.
Speaking of Achilles Blade, he asked a question earlier. He wants to know if by Christmas, or maybe a little later, if we could create a product that was one of all of our currently sellable paint.
Sellable. One of all?
Like
All
one- like a
one
big-
of every SKU, everything.
All the current in production stuff.
Yes, of paint.
Colin says no.
Yeah.
So
You can
we're
put the Pathfinder stuff on that, and that's just a.
Yeah.
That's a.
That's true. It kind of
Um,
creates problems.
That's something,
Sure.
we can table it.
So one thing I know we're doing is we're going to give away one big bundle of that on a goal that I'm going to set up over
Okay,
the course of the
cool.
next 2 months. We
Yeah.
will give away
That's a good price.
one of those. But as far as selling it, I mean, if we did it minus the Pathfinder paint,
Yeah, if you did the native MSP paints, the native Reaper paints, yeah, you could do that for sure.
Okay.
Polith has a good question.
Big,
Pledge
big
Manager
bundle.
tutorial video for the newbies.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And something we've talked about and something we do want to do. We don't want the pledge manager to be this mysterious thing. I know it can be a little confusing at first, but it's easy. Once you guys do it, it's not a big deal. The trick is make sure you log in with your same email every time. Let it total up. Like I said, right now it's just a calculator.
It will be. It is really important later.
Absolutely.
And right now.
Once Kickstarter ends, it's the only way you can order your stuff.
Yes.
Kickstarter won't. You can't order your stuff through Kickstarter. Kickstarter doesn't matter what your specifics are. On the Pledge Manager, that's when you'll actually order the very specific things. If you change your mind, if you go, I want a core set and a dragon, and then you decide, no, I don't want that. I want something else. No problem. You just go change it. It's no big deal.
Yep. I want 10 of those dragons.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people were joking about every paycheck they were going to buy a mammoth. So they would
There
have
you go.
they would have
Have
a herd of mammoths. They said they were going to stack them like a pyramid. So I saw that. I saw a lot of stuff like that.
But yeah, we'll do a video. We'll do
Yes.
We'll do a walkthrough video. It'll be easy.
Yeah, pledge manager rules are pretty well explained on the FAQ. I know that got updated. I believe somebody updated it yesterday. I think Paladin. I think you were the one who told us to update it yesterday in the updates.
Yeah. What is Dave talking about?
I leave for 1 day. Dave says.
And what happened?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Speaking of leaving for 1 day, although it doesn't really correlate. Ron, I was supposed to inform you that Rhonda is relocating for us to DFW to be on Reaper Toolbox every day to do a daily video.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she committed to this last stream.
Oh, fantastic.
I don't even think she consulted her husband
She's
yet.
a good team player.
Yeah, she is. She
good team
really
player
is.
like that, yeah.
Sure, I've heard of Mammoth. Steve says. Kickstarter pledge increase updated video.
Let's see.
That's a good question. How do you determine the cost between goals?
Ed's got Ed, he and Dave put together a very sophisticated spreadsheet that only CPAs can understand because it's got weird language in
It
it.
helps with like shipping costs and
Make sure that everything's covered,
Like
make sure the tool costs are covered, the production costs are covered, and gives us a map as to the direction in which way we need to go.
Like I said, we're not professionals, but this is our 5th Kickstarter, so I think we're getting pretty good at it.
All right, kind of got an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is magical spreadsheets.
Yeah, magical CPA spreadsheets.
Yeah.
Sophisticated. Roll a d20.
Yeah, I think these spreadsheets have a CR 20 at least.
At least.
Yeah.
Natural. What is it called when you don't roll a natural? Is it called dirty? They call it dirty 20. Like if you roll an 18 and you get a +2, they call it a dirty 20.
It's a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick. Last night we put up Craterix, the Shadow Dragon. Here he is. Again.
Yeah, you're gonna talk about how he's gonna be in the.
Yeah, so this is the print. So obviously it's a opaque print, but the one you're going to get in the Kickstarter is going to be a translucent smoky color.
Smoky.
Soft 20, someone says. So yeah, kind of like that. There you go. Just like the Wraith from last Halloween. Yeah, the smoky color. He'll look really cool. You can take your paints and pick out. Now, if you don't want a Shadow Dragon, what do you do, John?
You just prime it whatever color, and
paint
you can
it.
paint it whatever color
Just
you
paint
want.
it. Yeah, just
you
paint
can make
whatever
him
color.
you can make him any color dragon you want. That's kind of the beauty of, our tabletop RPG games in general. You can do anything you want. It's all imaginary. There's really
His
no like set
wings
way.
look
You have to do it this way.
Can he turn? Can he spin?
Yeah, he can spin.
Other one.
Oh, that's the light.
There he goes. You can get a good idea. And there's Sir Forescale. Yeah. Like I said, let's put him back here by his butt.
Yeah. So yeah, we've had Sir Forescale on both sides on every time we show something off, so people can see.
Cool.
Yeah.
He's so grindy.
It's dragon on something, I think.
Oops. There
There we
mine.
go.
It's
So-
dragon on something.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
So there's Craterix, the
This-
Shadow Dragon.
This isn't his final form. So like you said, it's going to be in the translucent plastic. But if you want him to look like this, you just prime him and paint him whatever color you want.
or just paint him.
Yeah, or just paint him.
Just paint him.
Paint right on there.
We're getting close to time. Before we go, do you guys want to show people the next stretch goal that's over there behind you, Ron?
Oh,
Oh, the
is it the spiders?
spider thing?
It's a lot of stuff to grab. So we'll keep this up in 2
It
weeks.
is a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but some people didn't get to see it yesterday.
Well, let's see what we can do here.
We can show off all the pieces individually. I don't know. It's going to be hard to kind of set things up. Maybe, yeah, Justin. Thank you. Is there any way to get the thing that's on your other screen, the Weeby piece on your left screen?
Let me see if I can.
So you're
find
gonna get
the
all
file for
this.
It's not even his final form. Yeah.
So-
I saw people also saying like you could probably paint this dragon like half faded, half not. So like he's actually casting a spell to make himself kind of smoky, or he corporeal. Is that the word, corporeal?
Incorporeal. Incorporeal.
Did you say corporea?
Oh, corporea.
And
Maybe
there's
that's where they get their name.
there's the shrine. And-
Yeah,
This part comes out.
the sphere of annihilation.
yeah, it's holding the spirit of my nation.
Yeah. So, like I said, Ron was talking about how the encounters, we kind of designed them to where you can have minis and models.
Yeah,
so if you
terrain,
wanted-
yeah, monsters and characters.
So if you wanted to take stuff off and add your own things, yesterday I was talking about putting a throne in
Yep.
the middle there and just having, or like have an ogre rummaging through a ruin.
Nairo, yes, the halfling's brand new. It's only available in this set. Mm-hmm. For now.
And then so the sets aren't going to be broken up. So you have to order the whole terrain encounter or the whole encounter to get all of these pieces. You won't be able to just buy this spider and just
Right.
buy that spider.
And so there are more terrain, more encounter things coming up.
I like the set so much.
Kevin working on something earlier. Really excited.
Oh,
Kevin's
yeah.
working on something really cool.
Yeah.
Kevin Williams.
Ron teased a bunch of the other encounters earlier
Yeah,
today.
man. I haven't seen Bob's yet. We talked about it last week, and the Tom Mason one, man,
Yeah, I'm excited.
it's some good stuff.
Like I said, I'm in the ride with the audience. I don't know
Now,
a lot of the new
the
stretches.
Tom Mason was a little bit different because it's more focused on the heroes than the monsters. So I'll tell you, it's dwarves.
Oh,
It's dwarves and dwarven terrain.
is it? those?
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it is. It
We
is.
haven't
Some of
shown those
Yeah,
off yet.
good. Don't show those
Okay.
yet. And it's super cool. Best dwarves I think I've ever seen. They're so good.
I like the encounter idea. Yeah, whose idea was that? That was a good idea. This is the first time hearing about it, so it's a collective.
I don't know. Some
I don't
dumbass in the art department thought of it, I guess.
God, those dumbasses in the art department. They're the worst, aren't they?
There only one.
Someone says,
I
"Are
think-
there 7 of them?"
I think there's only
Dwarves.
one.
Yeah. You know what? There's not 7, but there should have been.
Yeah, the texture in the terrain looks good.
Yeah, Bob Rodolfi's texture on stonework is, no one does it better.
Yes,
no one does
Gandalf the A.
green pushers.
Yes, it will be.
That's what Dave calls them.
What?
Gandalf asked a question. I was answering.
For your social media goal, will my Twitch sub for last week be considered part of the 5,000 goal?
Yes, I'm gonna go in and look at all of the subs and the follows and all that stuff, and I'll pass it on to Ron. And then any future ones.
Being made.
Silverthorn gave a preview of something coming up, please.
I mean, coming
Do
up,
we have anything?
Yeah,
There's-
we have-
We do have something up
we
there.
have some stuff. I just don't know what I'm allowed to show. I'll show Ron and see if he says yes. Give me a second. There's one.
Far upper right. Your other.
This one.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Okay.
we can show that.
So this one hasn't been showed off yet. So this one's.
Thank you, Jacob. There's
So
20
that-
more to that
Oh,
total.
Jacob, man, he gives subs every
Whoa.
day.
He
I feel like
does.
he does
Jacob.
every
He
day.
is. He is.
Thanks,
a
Jacob.
maniac.
You're the man. I hope your elbow's doing great. Was it his elbow? He's had surgery on, right?
I believe it was his
Yeah, it
elbow.
was his elbow. So if you guys look here in the middle, this is a kind of Ron said that I could show this off. He told me no yesterday, but he told me yes now. But,
Sure. What the
do you
heck?
know what this is a part of, or is it an option by itself, or
Well, yes. This is part of the Greek expansion.
okay, either part 2 or
Either
part
part
3?
2 or part 3, don't know. But guess what? The Greek
Odyssey.
Odyssey right now is just killer.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's really good. Heavy hitters.
Yeah. And this is by Jason Wiebe. And I love this Minotaur. It's so cool. I cannot wait to show it to everyone. And then there's, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I
Bobby
can't wait.
Jackson just sculpted another classic mythological monster.
I can't wait.
It's
Mac.
killer.
Big Mac, the Minotaur.
It's killer. Yeah.
Yeah, this piece was been sitting back here for a while, and I was just kind of waiting to kind of build some hype for it. But
Good stuff.
we don't really need to build much more hype for the Greek Odyssey. I understand that people are saying it's probably our best expansion we've made.
It's
That's what
pretty
I've
good.
seen.
And I believe this is a properly scaled Minotaur for certain role-playing games. So,
Oh, so it could be.
Janan Tonic, Janan Tonic. I hope there will be some PCs, NPCs in the Greek Odyssey. There's about 4.
4 total.
About 4.
Yeah, guys, there's still a lot to unlock. So there's still a
There's a
lot to
lot.
see. So we still have 24 days left, and we're about 3,000 backers away from Bones 4.
Achilles Blade, yes, it's very difficult. Yes, we're getting close. Getting close. Oh, look at there. We're creeping up to, there it goes. Look at it climb.
Yeah. So, yeah, we.
Also, I found, as John put it, Jason Wiebe's Kaiju.
Okay, cool. Yeah, people
okay.
haven't seen
You
it,
wanna
so
show
if they
that?
haven't been able to see it yet.
There he is.
Yeah, so a lot of people that didn't get to catch this on Reaper Live, it was towards the end of the episode. So a lot of the times people don't really know where it's going to be, so I had to scrub through it. I believe it was like 56 minutes in, right? Or like 100 or 1 hour in.
So that's, that's a It doesn't really have an official name yet. We're just going to call it the Kaiju for now.
Yeah, that's just a
So-
general term for a big monster.
It's a
right?
big monster. And Jason
Hey,
Weavy
thanks,
sculpted
Mike
that's
Disney.
really cool.
Mike Disney's hosting us now.
Cool.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Mike
Mike.
Disney.
Hey, that's a good question. Big Cave Troll asked, what's the coolest Bones 5 piece in your opinion? I was going to ask you the same
Oh,
thing. What's your favorite piece so far?
So far, that's been previewed. I'm really partial to the bronze golem.
Yeah,
I really
super
like
good.
the detail. Chris, I think Chris, right? Chris Lewis, he sculpted that.
Mm-hmm.
He did a really good
Yeah,
job.
he did
on
an
the
amazing
bronze
job on
golem. I'm really partial to that piece. So, and the mammoth is just really cool. Every time I show it off on stream, people who haven't seen it go crazy because on the images I understand that it's kind of it's a mammoth, but when you see it in person, like it's like
Now, I'll tell you right now, I'm going to just go back to the Kaiju for a minute.
oh yeah.
Right now, it's not planned on him to be as big as Conjura, so you
Yeah.
can have fights with your Kaiju. That would be super cool. I don't think we're planning on doing that. I think he's going to be about dragon-sized.
Yeah. Like, what'd you say,
About
one
the size of a Ganzarax or something like that, yeah.
a Ganzarax.
That's the plan.
So
Be about
roughly
that
this guy.
size, yeah. So, yeah, he's not going to be as big as Conjura.
Yeah, I said badger earlier just because of his face. It kind of looks very rodent.
Okay.
To me, it looks very rodent-y. But
Redacted, what steps are you taking to get more traction in India?
social media. I mean, it's the only
I mean,
thing we
that's,
got.
that's all we can do. I
We're
guess.
also we're going to be posting stuff on Reddit soon, so I know there's going to be a lot of stuff. We'll link it out to all the other places.
Yeah,
So
this
we'll
guy
see.
could be a Tarrasque by himself.
But yeah,
You were talking about something.
I was talking about how he looks very rodent-y.
No, it was
Okay.
before that.
Reddit.
It's all right. No. It was something else.
Okay.
Well, so
Thanks, Mike Disney.
wow.
Tier 5, Tier 1 subs.
Yes, thank you, Mike Disney.
Cav boss.
So I said this yesterday, not to interrupt you real quick. We broke a record yesterday of hitting the 800 sub mark.
800 subs.
We
that's right.
now
Wow.
almost have 900 subs.
Oh wow.
So
Wow.
the traction that this community has given
Congratulations.
us on Twitch is insane.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Thank
it's
you guys
really
very much.
I'll be
heartwarming.
honest.
It's really nice for us to see
3,
this.
4, 5, 6 months ago when we first started this on Twitch and we were putting all the time and effort into it, I never once thought we were ever going to hit 1,000 subs. I was like, there's just no way. But once again, I'm proven wrong.
Yeah. I like doing the
So-
show daily too. It helps build a community, and I like seeing the same people in here. Help spread the word. It's
Christine's
nice.
asking, what's my favorite mini?
Oh, Rainbow Sculptor, yeah. You asked me that. That's what you were probably
Okay.
gonna say. My favorite mini.
My favorite miniature is the one that comes in next. That's my favorite miniature.
You're gonna say that every
That's
time.
that's my pat response because guess what? It's pretty darn true. It's whatever shows up next. That's my favorite one. Man, I don't know. So far as well, the stuff that's already been revealed, there's some great stuff. I mean, I have to be very political in my answer because I know that Bob and Julie are watching, and so is Bobby Jackson.
Yeah, all of us.
and so is Christine.
Yeah. Speaking of Christine, Kid Heroes. I
don't
know
know.
on the first day I hyped up the Kid Heroes a lot, and I really, really love them. So we have the Owl Boy printed out. I showed him off.
I really like Julie's Hydra. Man,
Oh,
so good.
yeah, we have it actually.
Where is it? Oh, there he is.
Right here.
The Hydra is so good.
QVC Cam, Justin.
Yeah, that's killer.
Oh, Kaiju's in the way.
I got you.
There's a lot of good stuff. They're all really great. Kevin's Thing in the Well, It's-
No, Shoto, we don't.
so good.
Oh yeah, Thing in the Well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really good. The dragons are great.
Oh yeah. I think a lot of people are commenting on the dragons, how they kind of seem a little bit modern, I guess.
Yeah, they're a little bit of an updated look. Yeah, no, there's some good stuff.
Kid Heroes are some of my favorite minis. That's right.
Yeah.
Can we see the Kid Hero? I believe if I find him, there's a lot of the things are kind of.
Oh yeah, they're.
No, there's one right there, John. On the front panel. No, come here, back to your station. Between
Oh, he's up here.
The mage.
He's right here.
Is that the little wizard?
Yeah.
Yeah, with a little owl.
There you go.
Super cute.
He's right here.
I'm gonna put him right by Sir Forescale so people can see
Yeah.
how big it is.
So there's one of the Kid Heroes. They're not as I saw a lot of people on the first day. They were talking about how they're very chibi-ish looking, but they don't look very chibi.
They're slightly, I would say, Disney-esque
Yeah.
in their proportions, because if you make them really true proportion, they're just not gonna look that interesting. I think Christine did an amazing job of just making them just exaggerated enough to look interesting and still look like kids.
Yeah, they're not like the Bone-Sylvanians, per se.
I think you could make it work as a gnome.
Yeah, or like a halfling. It looks very cool. This is probably one of my
super
favorites.
cool.
I like the one with the ram. The one with the ram is my favorite. Oh, yeah, not
She's cute. Yep.
I'm sorry to hear that, Snow Sif, since you don't have power. Apparently, it said powerless California. I can't imagine the entire state of
Whoa, what? Really?
California
Is there like another fire?
doesn't
or
have
something? I guess I
power,
didn't
but
check that out.
he's using his cell phone
Dan?
battery to watch us.
Dan,
power.
relax. It'll be all right.
Um,
They're all going to be great.
oh, yes.
How many artists work on the Kickstarter miniatures? I don't know.
Oh, a ton.
About 10 sculptors, maybe.
Oh, really?
I'm just guessing.
Can we get some armored goats? Yeah, Jay. I mean, you could take all the goats from the bridge encounter.
Crowley Hamster had a good point. The sci-fi dino set from Bones 4 was missing the Stegosaurus. Any chance it shows up in Bones 5? Obviously, there's no chance. We're not working on it right now. It was one of those obvious. There was no Raptor or a Baronix
Thanks, Ratmaster.
either. And they're in Bones 5.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, 800,000 people are without power in California.
800,000?
That's crazy.
Wow.
Sorry
Yeah.
to hear that, guys.
Yeah.
If anyone a part of that's actually watching, I know Snosif is.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, it's like our whole world is Kickstarter right now. So
Yeah.
it's kind
Bug
of,
Lips. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Hopefully the temperature holds up. For you guys.
Buglip says he's going to miss the daily shows, is what he says. He's going to miss all the daily
He said he was also going to steal my Hydra, but he didn't know if he could run faster than I could shoot.
Put the Stego in the fan favorite expansion.
well, the thing is, it's not sculpted yet, so.
Oh, that's another key point I brought back earlier, is that things aren't completed yet.
But that Stegosaurus is super cool.
Nayuro, any thoughts on have you guys shown off the treasure dragon yet? I don't think it is printed. Or
It's a sculpt. Julie
still
hand
being
sculpted it.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, we won't have it on the show until
way later.
the live stream. Maybe, it's going to be the live stream. It'll be the Friday before the Kickstarter countdown party. Unfortunately, November 1st, because Julie's going to bring it with her to the party.
Okay, cool. So we'll have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we'll get a much better image of that.
Arachno Stego? Is that what you're laughing at? Oh.
No, did you guys see what Firesian said? Said if all those people without power pledged $120.
Oh gosh. How long did it take to sculpt the dire cabbage? That is a Weeby question.
That's a Weeby question. I don't know. Weeby is.
I don't think he's in chat right now, but he has.
He's
been.
not.
He
is. He's in the hinterlands of Washington, I believe.
Oh, what time? I think we're going over a little bit, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh, getting
We're
close.
actually 2 minutes away.
2 minutes away.
Why don't you guys
Yeah, thanks, Pendra.
wrap it up?
Okay. Yeah, we're getting close to.
Miss Shaley? That's a good question. I've seen that question a lot.
Will there be weapons packs for the larger minis?
Yeah. Just weapon packs in general. I've seen a lot of talk about weapons packs. Because I know we did something in Bones 3, right?
We need to get the ones that are out in Bones 3. We need to actually get those out for people to use. Because it does no good if you can't use them.
Yeah, Ratmaster, you started late. They're holding us to it. They want
So,
their hour.
wrap up real quick. So
Yes.
we know that. So tomorrow we're going to start our social media blast.
Social media
promotion.
mini is tomorrow. So
And so you'll see it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and then here on Twitch.
Twitch.
Yes.
I don't have an exact time yet. We don't have any time, but you'll see it. If you guys check, you'll see it. And then
Gray Matt Nuke.
the pledge manager is open. You can use that to calculate your pledge. Remember, it doesn't do shipping or VAT.
Not yet.
Not yet. It will.
It will.
You need to make sure that. What else? There's a Kickstarter countdown party on November 2nd.
November
Hope you
2nd.
can make it down for that. It's free.
Here in the factory.
Here it's free.
Yeah, just stay tuned for the Kickstarter update for the social media stuff, so we know exactly what hashtag we're using.
Yep.
And what posts we're going to be sharing. So you need to share the exact post that we post. So
Frostgiant Mini, the social media promotion will last as long as it takes.
yeah, as long as it takes to get there.
Yeah, it's 5,000.
Yeah, 5,000. Did they show the Dreadwolves? No, we did not.
No, we didn't. We only have one printed. We don't have the other ones printed. We could show the big Dreadwolf tomorrow.
Okay.
The big Dreadwolf's my favorite. The
Dragon
Dread
Wolf and
Warg
things
is
like
my
that.
favorite one.
Yeah, remember to tune in tomorrow during Reaper Live. It'll be 6 p.m. CST. That's going to be a very special show with Ron and Brother Dave.
Frostgiant Mini, maybe an hour. I don't know. 30 minutes? Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
Um,
So thanks everybody for hanging out.
Yeah,
We'll be
thanks
back
for-
tomorrow.
Thanks for
just
spending
like
your
normal.
afternoon with us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are at work. They listen. It's kind of like a podcast.
Yeah. And, the other thing we were talking about, yes, more core set stuff. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Of course.
More core set stuff, yes. I know that there hasn't been a core set unlock. Ron was saying that we kind of shotgunned it out at the beginning. Not all, but there's still
lot of
plenty of stuff to
There's
unlock.
stuff coming. And patience. I think the next core set reveal is in 2 more reveals.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the next reveal coming up at 7:45, 7:50,
750. Yeah, it's right there.
and there's one after that, and then there's a core set reveal.
And we're about 2,300 away from the 15K backer.
Maildrack,
No, Blade Mark.
Blade Mark.
for the winners of the last stream, what do we need to do? Oh,
Ron, I'm glad you're here. You can answer that question.
yeah. Well, you'll need to contact Justin, reaperlive@reapermini.com, and you're going to send him your Twitch username and your physical mailing address so we can mail your prize out to you. What did they win?
They won the ghoul from last year for the ghoulie bag, the Wraith.
Oh,
this
yeah.
one?
Yeah, that one. And then they won a Spectral White, the bottle of paint.
Oh, the bottle of paint.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
There you go. So fun little prizes.
Oh, they're asking what these are.
Oh,
we'll
those
talk
are-
about those tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll talk about those tomorrow.
Yeah, they've already talked about it on Reaper Live and stuff like that. But
They're gummy
Yeah.
bears.
They're basically gummy.
The Greek Odyssey 2 reveal is coming. There is we're getting ready to reveal the next expansion. It's coming up.
So we
I think
kind of
in
changed the way
$9,000. Yeah,
with the whole weaving.
yeah. We're now weaving things together. So
Instead of
instead of
waiting
just
for
doing
an
bam, 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 now it's this and this and this, and then reveal. It's just kind of crazy.
Yeah, it'll help. Delay some hype instead of doing all hype all at once, and then kind of periods of none. So it kind of helps spike it a little bit. So.
Yeah.
No, Minath. There's no giveaways in the daily streams, thankfully.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, it would be a round-the-clock job.
Yeah, that'd be too much.
Now, if we were doing an Undersea expansion, doing Undersea, I would like to have some suggestions for names for the Undersea
Can we get
expansion.
ifs in chat, all caps?
If
What would we call it?
TM.
Enchantment Under the Sea, someone says. Undersea expansion.
Small fish woman. Yeah,
If,
see,
yeah,
if. XD. If is good. Yeah, just call it if.
Just call it the If
If
expansion.
expansion.
So yeah, if there's a Enchantment Water World, Wet Bones, Atlantis, Sunken Treasures, Dark Depth expansion. The Euro, I like that.
Whoa. Thanks, Nero. See, this is kind of what I like, is that this community interaction. We
You
can
know
kinda-
what? Beneath the Deep Treasures of the Deep Doom.
Atlantis,
Deep Dwellers.
Into the Abyss.
Poseidon's Adventure expansion. Sunken Bones, Going Deep, Pirate Ship X.
Sunken.
Beneath the Waves, Soaked to the Bones.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob.
That's my
Watery,
vote.
20,000 Leagues Beneath the
Watery
Bones.
Grave expansion.
Mermaids in the Undersea.
Okay.
The expansion
Mollusk
goes with
treasures.
the ship.
We could stay here all day. We'll send you your $20, Nairo.
Yeah, I think that's the winner.
Flotsam and Jetsam.
Rough Sea, Beyond the Sea, Davy Jones, like our Deep Dive expansion. There's a lot of good
A
ones.
lot of good ones.
A lot of good ones. Bones meets Davy Jones.
Community
Lord.
community interaction is
Under
what you guys
Pressure.
are awesome at. Thanks. Yeah, I really like doing this daily thing. It
Yeah,
helps us
pretty cool.
keep track of a
Well,
lot of
thanks
stuff.
for all the suggestions. Really appreciate it.
And-
So,
I've got a raid lined up, guys.
Okay,
so don't
so
run
we're
away.
gonna raid. We're gonna be raiding somebody.
who can we say?
Well, yeah, you're going to see it. It's going to
Yeah,
pop
it'll
up.
pop up.
She
Okay.
she
I was
watches
gonna
the
leave.
channel regularly.
Is this giggling?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is giggling.
Giggling, yeah.
So
You rated
no
her
one
on
tell
that?
her. I want it to be a surprise.
Yeah, don't tell her. So we're gonna pop in. We're gonna say raid in all caps and do Bones 5. Raid
Yes,
Bones
hype.
5.
And hype.
Hype.
Okay.
So
That's right, Cajun Mage.
I'm going to go ahead and hit the raid button. It'll give us a timer, and then you guys can say your goodbyes.
Okay.
All right.
You have 9 seconds.
9 seconds.
Okay. Well, yeah, thanks for watching. Get
Yeah,
$8,000 for stretch goal.
Yeah. We'll be back
get that,
tomorrow.
Get some cool stuff.
Social media
two,
tomorrow.
No. Yeah,
One.
social media tomorrow, and keep on. Bye.
All right. Thanks, guys. Enjoy.
Bye.
Remember, raid, hype. Come on, my troops.